Hello, and welcome to just a lazy morning live. Give me a second. I want to make sure I'm seeing everything. What's that do? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just kind of messing around with different settings. I'm having a lazy morning today because I don't work until 1 o'clock. So I'm just chilling out. And trying to just take in the morning because it's nice and bright. Like, it's cloudy, but it still has kind of a good feeling to it. Now, if you don't know, hi, I'm Mackenzie. I'm a direct care professional. I am a university student, and I have a blog. And I'm also a saint artist, which is the makeup that I use in my videos when I'm doing my makeup. And if you want to learn more about saint or anything like that, just, reach out to me or something, we'll figure it out. You can message me through this page, or you can leave a comment that says, I want to learn more, and then, or like, oh, match me to a shade, and we can talk about it, and you can ask me questions about it. But that's not 100% of what I want to talk about today, and that's also kind of what I want to talk about today. I've done a lot of saint talk on this channel, or not this channel, on this page so far, and I'm going to talk about saint, but if you want exclusive saint, exclusively saint content, go to my VIP page. That's where I'm going to be giving all of the, I have Black Friday deals listed there. That's where I'm going to do more in-depth talking about the products, 3D foundation and tres leches, cleanser and toner and moisturizer and different things that help take care of us as people. Now, my roommate just got home. I haven't figured out how to see comments when they show up, so if you're commenting, I'm so sorry I can't see it right now. But I said my spiel about saint, so now I'm going to move on to what I kind of really wanted to talk about today, which is, one, I want to know what you guys are interested in knowing more about, because I want this to be an educational and welcoming community that I am fostering here, just as that's my intention with my blog and my Twitch streams. And this is just an extension of that. I don't want this to seem like I'm just exclusively trying to sell you something, because I'm not. I'm just promoting a product that I genuinely believe in and I've used for the past year. But I also want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about university. I want to talk about diagnoses. And for those who don't know, I live with anxiety, bipolar 2 disorder, and with that, I experience mania or hypomania and depression. So I will do, as we go on, I'm going to do more videos about what's it like to have bipolar disorder, or how to handle and cope with anxiety. I'm not a professional by any means, but I want to share the experience that I have and things that have worked for me. An example of that is the name of this page and my website and all of these different things, Count the Blue Things. That was the very first piece of advice I was given that really stuck with me in therapy. And it was actually in a group therapy situation, which if you haven't tried therapy because you think it's really intimidating, maybe try group therapy, because you're not just the sole focus, but you are getting those tools and those coping mechanisms, those positive coping mechanisms, for your toolbox. And yeah, so give that a try. But it was in that situation that they're like, if you are feeling really anxious, or it was an anxiety and depression group, I think, and I was 15 or 16 at the time, and it was essentially, if you feel like your head, like your mind is going places that you don't want it to be, whether it is anxiety, which in a very, very basic way of describing it is the fear of the future, or depression, which is kind of fear of the past, which is how it was stated in that class. Again, I'm gonna try to produce content that explains all of this with research to back it and all of that, because I think it's very important to be educated and knowledgeable about things that are going on, especially during this time in the world. We're looking at a lot of mental health struggles, and especially at this specific time of the year, we're going into seasonal depression, and I want to provide some tools and resources for you all. But yeah, so if you want to learn more about that, comment below, be like, oh, like ask me some questions, because I can do a Q&A. And if you are just curious, like, you can send me a direct message, that if you're like, I'm not sure how this is going to come off, but you can send me the message directly. Be like, oh, so I've always thought that bipolar meant that you just have mood swings. How does that, like, what part of that is there truth in or not? And if you want to stay anonymous in your question when I do a video or a live addressing these questions, I will respect your decision to stay. I keep wanting to say unanimous, but it's anonymous. And we can, I'll work with you and let you stay anonymous, but still address your question, because I think that there really isn't much of, like, I have someone that has a pursuit in being an educator and wanting to have a well-rounded education that isn't just, memorizing dates or doing math the way that it is supposed to exclusively be done. I just want everyone to. Hi, is that Tracy? Oh, I'm not used to this yet. How do I see? I don't know. Hello. What was the thing? Oh yeah, I just want people to feel comfortable asking questions, and I feel like fighting ignorance, which is just the lack of knowing, versus stupidity, which is what I kind of think is just knowing you don't know something and choosing to stay in that lack of knowledge. It's complicated, and I'll get more into these different things another time. But I just, again, I wanted to put feelers out. What kind of questions do you guys have? If you haven't checked out my website, countablythinks.com, please do. And there's a couple different sections on there. There's deeper dives, which were my original posts. There's daily notes, which I have not the past couple of days written in, just because I've been kind of pretty busy. It's week 9 of the term, and there are like 11-week long terms, and working with the client who I work with, and school, different things. Everything is kind of just rolling along really quick, and the holiday coming up, and yeah, not I don't want to make an excuse for why I'm not exactly producing content. I'm just trying to figure out work-life balance, pretty much. But yeah, so I'll reiterate, if you have any questions, either put them in the comments below or message me directly. If you want to be anonymous, just say I want to be anonymous, and we'll move forward from there. But I can just directly answer your question in a message, or I can address it in a video. Let me know which way you would like it, and if I feel that you have a good question that many people or multiple people might want the answer to, I'll address it in a video. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to putting myself out here like this, but I genuinely believe in this work that I'm trying to do. So if you think there's anybody else that would benefit from having conversations around mental health in university, or just the pursuit of knowledge, because if there's things that you're interested in that you're like, I'm not sure how to look into that, I don't know how to do research, I don't know how to, like, how do I ask the right questions to get to the information I want, because there aren't really stupid questions, but there are ways that we can word questions that they come across either more appropriate, more kind, or more direct for the outcome we want. And that's all stuff that I want to talk about. But keep your eyes open for when I am posting things like, hey, what are your questions? I'm going to be addressing bipolar disorder, or I'm going to be addressing anxiety coping skills, or I'm going to be addressing deciding the appropriate workload of university for your life, things like that. So yeah, thank you for your time and your energy. I hope you have a lovely rest of whenever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you next time.